Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari. So, Hare Krishna. So welcome back all the devotees for Namahatta special program every Wednesday. So nicely Krishna Katha is organizing, and it's my fortune that Prabhu has invited me or instructed me once again continuously consecutive second time it is last month I got service. So Prabhu has instructed me to take a multiplication seminar, which we used to conduct this when I was in Krishna Desh. When His Grace Sankirtan Prabhu has kindly given me the service of Bhakti Vrksha department. So I had opportunity to serve him and serve Yatra by developing some of the training sessions for Bhakti Vrksha, different seminars. And so this is slightly refined version. I we further refined than what we presented at time. So with all your permission, though I'm not qualified, but the Prabhuji's instruction, so I'm trying to uh, do some service to Krishna Desh Yatra. So Vrksha, as I was in last session also, this is tree of devotion. This is the mood of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted every one of us to engage in spreading Krishna consciousness throughout the world. Acharyas have taken up that responsibility, and from Sri Prabhupada, there are spiritual masters, various Maharajas and senior devotees. They carried this movement of spreading Krishna consciousness. And now it is our responsibility to carry this movement on our shoulders and take it to the next generation. Hope my video is the visible and voice is audible. Can someone please confirm so that I can continue?
Yes, yes, Prabhu. It is
Yes.
clear.
Thank you. So in Bhakti Ratamrita Sindhu, Srila Rupa Goswami has mentioned several stages, 9 stages of bhakti. The whole topic which we are discussing today is very deeply connected to these 9 stages of bhakti. The multiplication of Bhakti Vriksha is very deeply connected to these 9 stages of bhakti. We'll see how it is. So we'll not go into very detailed explanation of these 9 stages because that is not the topic of our discussion today. But it starts, as we all know, we all have studied in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, letter of devotion. It starts from Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya, Anartha Nivritti, Nishtha, Ruchi, Asakti, Bhava, and finally Prema. So today's topic is exactly connected, perfectly connected to this 9 stages of Bhakti. When we start Bhakti Vriksha, and for 64 weeks, by the time we reach the stage of multiplication, it is similar to our devotion when we start our Krishna consciousness, our sadhana, when we do our sadhana bhakti, we start from with a Shraddha and finally we reach Prema stage. So similarly, we are just trying to connect the 9 steps for the success of Bhakti Vriksha to these 9 stages of Bhakti. So it starts from determination, devotee care, Bhakti Vriksha as it is transformation, commitment, service, delegation, developing leaders, and finally multiplication. We'll try to understand what is the connection between the stages of bhakti and steps involved for the success of Bhakti Vriksha. They are very deeply connected. Not even one is different from what Sri Rupa Goswami is saying and what Lord Chaitanya Prabhu wants us to do. So this is a small comparison we are trying to do and understand in coming slides. Starting from Shraddha to Prema, starting from determination to multiplication of Bhakti Vriksha. The whole content of this presentation is to be understood from the perspective of Bhakti Vriksha leaders. It is what are their responsibilities, what should be their mood with which they conduct Bhakti Vriksha so that multiplication happens. Generally, we seen, or from my experience, when I used to conduct Bhakti Vriksha my initial days, I used to perfectly take 64 weeks. After that, what happens? All the devotees who are attending 64 weeks of Bhakti Vriksha, they disappear, and I start one more Bhakti Vriksha. Another 64 weeks. Again disappear, I start another Bhakti Vriksha. So, count is always there. Prabhuji, I am taking Bhakti Vriksha. I am taking Bhakti Vriksha. So, for record purposes, for count purposes, yes, I completed 3 Bhakti Vrikshas. I am taking one more Bhakti Vriksha. That is not the real success of Bhakti Vriksha. Let us try to understand what we must do to make it a very successful. The whole content of this Bhakti Vriksha, this presentation is from the realizations, from the experience, and from Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, this 9 stages of bhakti which Rupa Goswami has listed. This is combination of all these 3. This presentation has appeared. So one side the 9 stages of bhakti, other side we see 9 steps of Bhakti Vriksha. Let us see, compare. And for each we are going to discuss in a separate slides. Shraddha, we are comparing it, the determination. We are going to, I'm not going to explain here what should be our determination to make it successful. We are just seeing the whole structure in this slide. Then in coming slides, we'll see how each steps involved in this success of Bhakti Vriksha helps for multiplication. So Shraddha is determination. Sadhu Sangha, here we have devotee care. Bhajana Kriya, Bhakti Vriksha as it is. Anartha Nivritti, which happens when one engages in sadhana bhakti, with Shraddha, associated with the devotees, engage in devotional service, then slowly anarthas in his heart start getting disappeared. So here also the similar thing happens. Here the transformation starts taking place in the members. Nishtha, there we have commitment. Ruchi, we have service. Asakti, delegation. Bhava, developing the leaders. Finally, the prema, which is compared to the multiplication of Bhakti Vriksha. We know that a person who is engaged in sadhana bhakti, when he systematically practices as per instructions of the spiritual master and acharyas, it is inevitable that eventually he will reach to the stage of bhava and prema. Only condition is he must follow the instructions what acharyas have prescribed. Similarly, here in Bhakti Vriksha, if at all we want to multiply, It's only condition, optional condition. If you want to multiply the Bhakti Vriksha, so these are the steps involved, which imbibes all the 9 stages of bhakti which prescribed by Rupa Goswami. So finally, we reach prema, which is multiplication stage. So that results in success of Bhakti Vriksha. Let us take up one by one and understand how it helps in multiplication. We all know the story. I'm not going into a detail of this story. Shraddha, which is a faith, which is the first stage of bhakti. In Bhakti Vriksha, if you want to make Bhakti Vriksha successful of Bhakti Vriksha means multiplication. Of course, when multiplication happens, automatically there are side results will come. Definitely, all these members, Bhakti Vriksha members, will be advancing. They will be developing into leaders, and they start conducting Bhakti Vrikshas. They become sector leaders. They become chakra leaders. They become Mahachakrapatis and whatnot. Finally, they can be uh, controlling, or they will be guiding. Controlling is a very wrong word. They will be guiding hundreds and thousands of devotees. I'll give one very small example, which, of course, most of our KKD devotees have experienced this. Recently, I was hearing from one Mataji in Madhya Pradesh. She started few years ago with one devotee in one remote place, remote interiors, because Oman is a huge country. A lot of interior places where Bhakti Vrikshas are going on. One devotee Mataji started few years ago. Today, Mataji is leaving the country, going back to India, but she has developed hundreds of devotees. How it happens? It is not something magic, something miracle. What is required is determination. We know the story of the sparrow. I'll not go into the details of the story. This conveys a message to us that one should have determination, come what may. I don't care whether I'm successful or not successful. I'm not bothered about it. I don't care whether the devotees members are coming or not. Of course, we put all our efforts, but I'm not worried. We put all the efforts, give the result to the Lord. One should have full, complete determination. As a devotee, as a sadhaka, when he starts his devotional service, he starts devotional practice with a shraddha. The same way, Bhakti Vriksha leader, when he starts Bhakti Vriksha, he must have complete determination that I will do it. Why I will do it? Because my Shiksha Guru has told. Because my spiritual master has told. He asked me to spread this Krishna consciousness. So I will do it. I may not be qualified. When I started Bhakti Vriksha, I am absolutely zero qualification. How it happened? It is only empowerment by senior devotees, encouragement from senior devotees. So when we start Bhakti Vriksha, it is very important for every leader to remember to have complete determination that I will do it, come what may. Second step to success, to make Bhakti Vriksha success. When I say Bhakti Vriksha success, now we are talking about multiplication point of view. There are so many side effects, so many benefits which comes out of Bhakti Vriksha, but multiplication is the ultimate, which is compared to the Krishna Prema, which is because that multiplies hundreds and thousands of devotees. It not only devotees, it develops, it creates a structure wherein many leaders are developed, a beautiful foundation, beautiful platform under blessings of His Holiness Japatak Maharaj, this Bhakti Vriksha system was started in Mathura Desh many decades ago. Now it has spread all over the world. The second step for the success of Bhakti Vriksha is devotee care, which is compared to Sadhu Sangha in the stage of Bhakti. Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, determination and devotee care. Here, as I said, every step what we are discussing is from the perspective of Bhakti Vriksha leader. He must give association to the member. Now, in the stage of Bhakti, we say we have to associate with devotees, Sadhu Sangha, Lavamatra Sadhu Sangha, we say. But here, now we are talking about the role of Bhakti Vriksha leader. He must give Sadhu Sangha. He must take the good care of the members. What is a devotee care? It is nothing but ignite. Ignite. What is ignite? Identifying the spark, as I was discussing in the last month seminar also. It is the most important responsibility of Bhakti Vriksha leader is to identify. He is not here to create the spark. He is not here to create the fire. It is fire is already there in every living entity. The responsibility of Bhakti Vriksha leader is to identify the spark and fan it to make it a fire. We had very detailed discussion last month on this point. G, guide. The ignite, second point is guide. Providing guidance and counseling. Providing the right guidance. Because members who who start attending Bhakti Vriksha, they are from a different platforms, different backgrounds. They may not be knowing anything about Bhakti. They have a different concoctions. Many of them are either demigod worshippers, non-veg eaters, or engaged in so many nonsensical activities. So it is the responsibility of the crucial leader to guide, provide proper guidance. How to provide this guidance? We are not going into that details. That's a different seminar. Each module of Bhakti Vriksha is designed in such a way that systematically, when we follow, the Bhakti Vriksha leader would be guiding the members. So he must be very alert in provide the right guidance and counsel when he feel that they are off the track, or he want to prove them further in their devotional progress. So he should properly guide and counsel. Nourish. Spiritual nourishment through association. As we've seen, Sadhu Sangha. So here we take the role of giving association. Not that we should not feel that I am very senior devotee, I am giving association. We should also invite senior leaders for different programs, like we have seminars, Shiksha seminars are there, Viha programs are there. So we should invite some senior devotees, give an opportunity for Bhakti Vriksha members to associate with them. Thereby, they're giving them a spiritual nourishment. Involve engage the Bhakti Vriksha members in suitable service. When I say suitable service, I cannot decide what I should not say that, okay, I want him to do preaching. Prabhu, you must preach from tomorrow. We have to see what is his capabilities. Each one has a spark, a different kind of spark. One may be good in preaching, other one may be good in making prasadam, bhoga, other one may be good in kirtan. Identify, engage in suitable service. Bhakti Vriksha must engage every member, try to engage them in some service or other. It can be anything. Distribute it. Ask them to print the BV modules and distribute, or Prasadam time, spread the mat, any service. Involving in service is very important. Training in the fields of lifestyle, behavior, philosophy, skills, etc. So, most important part of this train is Achar Prachar. Sanketa Babu used to tell this very frequently, that we, Bhakti Vrksha leader, must be an example. He must stand as an example in his lifestyle, behavior, philosophy, systematically studying the Prabhupada's scriptures and utilizing their skills. Some may be good in writing dramas, directing dramas, or acting in the dramas. Identify the spark and use them, train them to develop in there. The last one is empathy. This also I explained during my last session. Empathy is, some say that empathy means we must be able to hear them. No, empathy, again, empathy is different from sympathy. Empathy means we must feel the feelings. Suppose, as I was giving this example even last month also, last session, suppose he come and say that, Prabhu, my mother has left the body. So, showing sympathy is, oh, Prabhu, I'm sorry to hear this. So it's okay, come, let us do the program. This is only sympathy. Empathy means feeling, feel the feel. We must feel the feelings of the member. It is very important. That actually connects us to the members straight away. He knows that this person is a real gentleman. I can open my heart. He expresses his feelings so genuinely. Prabhuji, really, I feel so sad. I feel so much pain that you lost your mother. Please let me know how can you need any help from my side. So this way, when we interact with them, we must feel their feelings. We must share their feelings. Then he will straight away get connected to us. So it is not an artificial imposition. It's not a drama. We must really feel. That is the devotee care. Third one is bhajana kriya, which is Bhakti Vrksha as it is. How can we connect this? Bhajana kriya, we know, start from Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Padasevanam, Achanam, Vandam, Dasyam, Sakhyam, Atmanivedanam. Similarly, in Bhakti Vrksha, when we say Bhakti Vrksha as it is, we heard Srila Prabhupada has written Bhagavad Gita as it is. Same way, Bhakti Vrksha as it is. When we follow Bhakti Vrksha as it is, as per the modules, what has been standard, what has been given, success is guaranteed. So even this bhajana kriya is what? It is a sadhana bhakti. It has got so many ingredients, starting from Shravanam till Atmanivedanam. Similarly, in Bhakti Vrksha as it is, Bhakti Vrksha also, there are so many steps involved, so many angas, so many uh, steps, which if we follow, exactly again, 9 steps are described here. You all know in Bhakti Vrksha, we have 6 angas. I'm not going into the details of this because this is entirely different topic. We have icebreaker, kirtan, namamrita, japa, spiritual edification, preaching is essence, and prasada. The 6 sanghas, all the 6 sanghas must be followed religiously. If we start skipping one or two because of the time factor. प्रभु ये सुन के थक गया प्रभु, ये आइस ब्रेकर क्या हर हफ्ता ये कुछ ना कुछ क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं। कीर्तन, अभी 10 मिनट का टाइम वेस्ट हो जाता है, मेरे को इतना पढ़ने का है, इतना पढ़ाने का है, तो टाइम बस नहीं होता है। तो we should not skip even one anga, because each anga has its own benefits. So I'm not going into the details of these 6 angas. I'm sure that almost every member present here knows about these 6 angas. Second step is BV etiquette. Here, very important. Bhakti Vrksha has, it is like a Vaishnava etiquette. Bhakti Vrksha has its own etiquette. One should not conduct Bhakti Vrksha as per his will and wish, as per his own concoction. There is some system has been prescribed. There is a scientific, not exactly scientific, there is some reason behind it. And it works and it worked. In Mathura Desh, we've seen there are hundreds of Bhakti Vrkshas, birthplace of Bhakti Vrksha, Mathura Desh. We've seen the success of Bhakti Vrksha, how it developed. It is because they follow the etiquette perfectly. We must create the relationships. When we conduct Bhakti Vrksha, it should sit in circle so that everyone sees others. There is a reason for that. Everyone should see other member. Because here is no leader who is preaching, others are sitting and listening. No. So everyone must be given opportunity to participate. So they have to sit in a circle. Everyone must be punctual. Mainly the leader. Leader must be very punctual in starting and concluding Bhakti Vrksha on time. Develop a trainee GSL, a simple prasad. Don't make it very elaborate. Otherwise, we have 1 hour Bhakti Vrksha, more than half an hour will go only for prasadam. And next week onwards, people may not come because it's dragging till very late night. Have fun. Don't express your unhappiness or distress. If you are not happy with somebody's answers, I've seen so many devotees, they start shouting, "Hey, क्या कर रहे हैं प्रभु, आपको इतना समझ में नहीं आता है, मैं इतने बार बोला है आपको, इतने बार समझाया, फिर भी आप गलत बोलता है." I experienced myself. I was in the same position. So these are the most important Bhakti Vrksha etiquettes. There are so many other, but I just highlighted few. Shiksha seminars is the third step. So very important that Shiksha seminars must be conducted. I've seen so many Bhakti Vrkshas failing because they skip Shraddhavan seminar, jump to next week 10, week 8, or after that week 10. Oh Prabhu, seminar kya hai Prabhu? Already we are doing it. इतना चैंटिंग कर रहा है, हर श्लोक में बता रहा है कि चैंटिंग इंपॉर्टेंट है, नामामृत में बता रहा है, ये क्या शिक्षा सेमिनार, फिर श्रद्धावान के क्या सेमिनार लेने का है? नहीं, हर सेमिनार का एक महत्व रहता है. Very important. Every seminar has a perfectly connects from one module to other, one level to other. So we should not skip even one seminar. And all the seminars must be conducted by a senior devotee. Invite him from other chakra or from yatra, any senior devotee who has expertise in taking that particular topic. Vyuha programs to break the monotony of the members. This is very important. Engage them in some dramas, some kirtans, some cultural activities. थोड़ा हटके रहना चाहिए. You have program. It's not a monotony of same sitting and listening. No, this is very important so that they open up. In Shiksha seminars and Vyuha programs, all the members start opening up. So it is a responsibility of a Bhakti Vrksha leader to conduct Vyuha programs. Facilitating, not preaching, very important part. Many Bhakti Vrksha leaders I have seen have failed because they fail to understand what is the concept of Bhakti Vriksha. Bhakti Vriksha is not a forum wherein Bhakti Vriksha leader exhibit his talents of how much I know. This is a forum to facilitate, engage them in participating the discussion. So he should talk less, make others to participate more. And Bhakti Vriksha leader must develop the facilitation skills. This is like a active listening, perfect time management, must be empathetic, conflict resolutions. Sometimes there may be some fight between the members, conflict resolutions, humility, encouraging them to participate. These are all facilitation skills. Be a role model. Achar Prachar, as I mentioned before. Bhakti Vriksha is not a Jnana Vriksha. As I said, it is not a forum where we are dumping all our knowledge. मेरे को दिखाना है मैं कितना पढ़ा है, मैं एक ज्ञानी हूं, मेरे को पूरा शास्त्र पढ़ लिया है, मेरे को 700 श्लोक पूरा बाय हार्ट है भगवत गीता का, एंड सो मेनी श्लोकास फ्रॉम भागवतम आई नो बाय हार्ट. अरे ये बहुत मुश्किल से मेरे को मौका मिला है दिखाने के लिए, तो बिठाओ और शुरू करो. Start dumping, start vomiting whatever you know. No, this is not the forum. This is not the purpose of Bhakti Vriksha. It is a Bhakti Vriksha, not a Jnana Vriksha. And lastly, it is complete dedication by Bhakti Vriksha leader. So this is the third part, which is Bhajana Kriya or Bhakti Vriksha as it is. When we do this, then what will happen? Then it leads to transformation. So how Anartha is happening in a systematic way. When we follow the first three steps, automatically transformation takes place. What transformation takes place? We don't have to do anything, we don't have to tell anything. The modules are built in such a way that four regulative principles are being taught indirectly. Eventually, all the members will get transformed. That is when we follow everything as it is, because it is very scientific. The modules are made in such a way, very scientifically, that every member who is participating in Bhakti Vriksha discussion will get transformed. All his anarthas are getting vanquished. So it doesn't mean that Bhakti Vriksha leader is start imposing, "Nay, Prabhu, from tomorrow onwards you stop eating non-veg, stop doing this, stop doing that." It happens, transformation. Ardha Nivritti, it is not, we are practicing to remove our anarthas. When we practice Bhajana Kriya, automatically Anartha Nivritti takes place. When we practice, Bhakti Vriksha leader practices BV as it is, transformation happens. So it is a role, responsibility of Bhakti Vriksha leaders. When he fulfills his responsibility perfectly, transformation happens automatically. So all the Hare Krishna, can everyone please mute the audio. So he takes up chanting. We have seen examples. By the end of Shraddhavan seminar, people start fired up. They start chanting 3 rounds, 4 rounds. By the time 64 weeks finished, they would be in the stage of 16 rounds and ready for state. Request again to please mute audios. Hare Krishna, humble request. Prabhuji, can you host? Prabhu, can please take care.
Yes, Prabhu.
It distracts Prabhu unnecessarily. Again, more time will.
Yes.
So then we reach the stage of commitment. Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, my humble obeisances to your lotus feet. Can please mute? I will not continue. I cannot. It distracts. So we reach to the stage of commitment, which is nishtha in the stage of bhakti, steadiness. So here, the commitment, when I say, it is again from the perspective of Bhakti Vriksha leader. He must be a role model by setting an example, chanting 16 rounds without fail, because they are seeing him every week. They learn by watching him. They understand the bhakti more from the Bhakti Vriksha leader. The way he is practicing. Stay away from Asat Sangha. I still remember when I was in Krishna Desh, one incident happened. Still, I use that example. Maybe those the devotees involved in this example are in this forum today also. I happened to do during my initial days of Krishna Desh in 2007, 2008, those days, 2007, I think. We went for a movie with family, Gulf Cinema. Now it is closed. Building is there, but it's not there. Movies are not. So there we went with the family to watch a Hindi movie. I'll not tell who came, which devotees came. Some of them are in this forum. Two families I met. Oh, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, Hare Bol, Hare Bol. So is it a satsanga or it is asatsanga? So I'm not asking any question here. I'm just saying that as a Bhakti Vriksha leader, we must set an example. When the Bhakti Vriksha members also come or they see us watching these nonsensical movies, they think that, oh, this is quite common. तो मैं भी कर सकता हूँ, तो उसमें कुछ गलती नहीं है. तो मूवी देख सकता हूँ, तो कुछ भी और कुछ भी कर सकता हूँ. So this feel we are giving to Bhakti Vriksha members. Remember, we represent Srila Prabhupada. We represent Srila Prabhupada's movement. Prabhupada has given this responsibility on our shoulders. We must set a right example. We must practice four great principles, study Srila Prabhupada books regularly, systematically, take shelter of one fed guru. So these are all the role model of a Bhakti Vriksha leader must exhibit by showing his commitment, nishtha, steadiness, as he progressing, the sadhaka is progressing in this bhakti, same way Bhakti Vriksha leader progressing towards multiplication must exhibit the quality of commitment, ruchi, taste. So this is compared to the service here. So here Bhakti Vriksha leader must engage the members in service. So he must also do service and he must create that mood of serving. Understand that bhakti is not a part-time job. When we are working in Krishna Desh, when we are working in Mathura Desh, or when we are working in any part of the world, please remember, we are working not for the money. Because we want to engage in Krishna consciousness, we are working here. So our prime duty is to engage in Krishna consciousness. Because we are engaged in Krishna consciousness, we happen to be in this place. Devotional service must be a full-time activity. What we are doing is only because without job we cannot be here in this Mathura Desh or Krishna Katha Desh. So we are using that job. So it is only a part-time. Job is only part-time. Full-time is, that should be the, doesn't mean that we neglect job, but Our mood should be that is not, we are not, because we are working here, so we have some time, so I attend program. No, I want to spread Krishna consciousness. For that, I need a job here. So our bhakti is full-time job. Rest all is part-time. Whatever devotional service we may have, we do it for seeking the shelter of Lord, not for mental or physical enjoyment. So we must do service. Again, he should exhibit that quality. Service is for own purification. So when Bhakti leader exhibits this quality, they understand, oh, this is such a nice person. He is such a senior devotee, but so humble. He is doing so menial service. He is serving, he is cleaning plates. They feel ashamed and they start opening up. As an attachment to Krishna. So here it exactly opposite works in multiplication. Here, delegation, detachment. A Bhakti leader must get detached from the position, power, seniority. We should not feel. That's why I still remember Sankirtan Prabhu was always mentioning, we are not leaders, we are servant leaders. GSL, we are servant leaders. So we are servants. So we should not get attached to our kursi, position, power, name, fame. Oh, Prabhu, आप क्या बढ़िया class लेता है प्रभु. We still get puffed up. So one should not. So he should start delegating things. Don't behave like a boss. Be a servant leader. Delegate and guide. So this was a quote from Srila Prabhupada. He encourages, train your assistant so that in options things can be done. So this is very important aspect. Delegation leads to multiplication. So Asakti makes the mirror of devotee's heart so clean that Lord is reflected in it as if for real. Same way, when we start delegating, we become more and more humble. We get detached from the name, fame, position, power. And more importantly, we start developing a leader. Bhava, intense affection, which is a developing leaders. Because now we are about to, the fruit is about to come. It is already, it is in a budding flowering stage. Flowering stage where we are developing the leaders. The fruit will come very soon. What is the fruit? We'll see in the next slide. Identify the potential leaders and train them, empower them adequately, guide them, conduct leader training sessions. We've seen so many training sessions Sankirtan Prabhu was organizing in Krishna Desh. Very enthusiastic person, devotee, Sankirtan Anand Prabhu. So I learned a lot of things from him. Who should be his Bhakti Vriksha to our Bhakti Vriksha? Every member initially said, oh, Prabhu Bhakti Vriksha le rahe. So by the time the developing leaders, the flowering stage, or the start, the fruit start coming out, then his mood should change to our Bhakti Vriksha, not his Bhakti Vriksha, so and so's Bhakti Vriksha. Now, finally, we come to the Prema stage. This is the fruit of Bhakti Vriksha. Fruit of Bhakti Vriksha is the multiplication. So, unless multiplication happens, we cannot say that Bhakti Vriksha is 100% successful. It doesn't mean that it failed. Maybe we are developing so many devotees, but the purpose of Bhakti Vriksha is to train the leaders and multiply. Why BV should be multiplied? Lord Chaitanya Prabhu says in Chaitanya Charitamrita Adilila 9.34, I am the only gardener. How many places can I go? How many fruits can I pick to it? Then he says, therefore, I order every man within this universe to accept this Krishna conscious movement and distribute it everywhere. That's why Bhakti Vriksha multiplication should happen, because each one teach one. How it should be multiplied? Not that every member of Bhakti Vriksha, suppose we start Bhakti Vriksha with 20 members, by the time we finish 64 weeks, maybe we are left with 10 members. All the 10 members cannot start 10 Bhakti Vriksha independently. Because each one's capabilities are different, each one's spark is different. We must identify the spark and create different groups. This I learned from Sangeetan Prabhu, was telling those days. We must create a different groups, identifying their mood, what their skills. Welcome group, training the training facilitators, host group. Some people may not be in a position to conduct Bhakti Vrikshas. They're not confident enough. So they lend their houses for programs. Somebody is expert in making prasadam, create a separate group, devotee care group. So this also considered as multiplication, because every group of the in any group for the kirtana group, or any group for that matter, it helps in multiplication of Bhakti Vriksha. Each one teach one. Very nice slide. We have GSL, AGSL, senior members, junior members, new members. What is the role of how a Bhakti Vriksha leader should engage everyone? Senior member will take care of cold members. If they're very, very soft, they don't have any passion to chant, they don't have any interest to chant, very cold, or maybe pious. Like I was caught by my Shiksha Guru when I went to Shiva temple in Mathura Desh for one of the festivals. So he caught me. He said, Prabhu, you are Telugu? So, yeah, Prabhu. So I felt happy. No, I didn't say Prabhu. Yes, sir, I'm from Telugu. So from there he caught. He understood. He has some piety within him. So cold members. Senior members should handle the cold members. The cold members will eventually become new members, and they will become interested. First, they will become interested favorable members, and they'll become new members, and new members will become junior members, and junior members will become senior members eventually. Now, you see, from other side, we see junior members will take care of interested members, and senior members will take care of cold members as well as junior members. So each one teach one. Every person must be given some responsibility. Then only the delegation happens perfectly, training happens perfectly, multiplication happens without fail. So this is one nice example you can see. One cell program. In circle, all the members are sitting, and Bhakti Vriksha leader sitting in center. Actually, it's not just an example I'm taking. He'll be sitting one among the circle. See one example, Bhakti Vriksha leader, he has 4 members. Assuming that each one starts a Bhakti Vriksha. See how it multiplies, how it, as I give you example of one Mataji in Madhya Pradesh, within few years had developed hundreds of devotees in interior. So this multiplication is the result of our determination. The very first step is faith, determination. When you have the determination, this is a result. So we do have challenges in multiplication. This is the last couple of slides, then we'll end session. We do have challenges. It doesn't mean that it's a cakewalk. Members become too attached because they don't want to go to other, they are attached to the same group. Members feel monotonous, unreasonable targets. Oh, Prabhu, you must start 5 Bhakti Vrikshas immediately. Unreasonable. We must understand his capabilities. Accordingly, you fix the targets. Fear of lack of knowledge. Leaders fail to answer the members. Too much focus on philosophy. Now let us see solutions. Of course, there's so many challenges will be there. I've just taken few of them. and try to identify the solution. Members become too attached. Combine BBs once in a while for major programs. Shuffle. Shuffle in the sense you bring two or more Bhakti Vrikshas together and conduct some program. Members feel monotonous viewers and seminars. For a hatke, different from routine. Unreasonable targets. Involve the members in discussion to fix targets. प्रभु आप कितने भक्ति वृक्ष ले सकते हैं आप? He says, प्रभु अब मेरे से नहीं होगा. Then understand why it is not possible for him. What is his feel? Whether he has any mental blocks. Sit with him, discuss, understand, guide. मैं आपके साथ बैठता हूं प्रभु. My Bhakti Vriksha leader did this trick. He was Bhakti Vriksha was happening in my house after half of maybe 30, 32 weeks are finished. He understood I'm not coming, opening up. So he made a trick. He said, suppose 7 o'clock program starts in the evening. He used to call me exactly 5 minutes to 7. All the members have come. So I'm sitting tilak and dhoti, and then he used to call me, Prabhu, I'll be late by 15-20 minutes. You start. एकदम मेरे को झटका. So I start because I heard for the last so many weeks something I could catch. So I start opening up slowly. So he is giving some opportunity, empowerment. This is called empowerment. So fear of lack of knowledge, leader must systematically study Prabhupada books. Leaders fail to answer the members. We shouldn't bluff. If we don't know the answer, do not bluff. You tell, I will check and come back to you, Prabhu. I'll check with the senior devotees, I'll check with the scriptures and I'll come back. Next week, without forgetting, answer him. Check with the senior devotees and answer. Focus on philosophy. We are doing Bhakti Vriksha, not Jnana Vriksha. Don't focus on too much of philosophy. So this is my last slide. What is the role of Bhakti Vriksha in Kali Yuga? Kali Yuga, the whole world is suffering. There's so many problems. Some are man-made, many are man-made problems. Some are from the nature. Majority are man-made problems. So what Bhakti Vriksha does? Bhakti Vriksha, it shows the nectar, it shows the water on this fire and makes this world as happy place. That's why Zole Jagat Maharaj always used to say, give, 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 Gauranga. Hare Krishna. Any questions? Thank you very much for patiently attending. If you have any questions, I'll try to.
Hare Krishna. Prabhuji Mataji, please ask some question. Very nicely Prabhuji explained. And so many ideas also he given how to multiply. So if any question, please ask.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Very nice class, Prabhuji. Prabhu,
Hare Krishna.
icebreakers, I just want to know about that icebreakers, Prabhu. Can you explain further? Yes.
Prabhu, icebreakers, when the new member comes to the program, all these members are coming from a different background. Some may be coming from office, some may be coming from a different background, maybe some demigod worshippers. Each one has a different problems and different backgrounds. Maybe somebody had a fight with the wife and came to Bhakti Vriksha. Somebody had a fight with the boss and came to Bhakti Vriksha. There are so many problems they're carrying, so many thoughts they're carrying. Now, before we start the spiritual edification, or Namamrita, or Japa, Kirtan for that matter, the first and foremost is breaker. We must bring everyone to the mood. Everyone should come to a common platform. So there is icebreaker questions. Your book is there. By Congressional Ministry has published a book. Icebreaker is something, any question for that matter, which not directly related to the topic what we are discussing. It can be anything. For example, you will ask a question to everybody. Prabhuji, Mataji, what you will do if Krishna appears in front of you today? What you will ask from him? What will ask? What is that you expect from him? So each one may tell, and here Bhakti leader should not say, no Prabhu, आप गलत बोल रहे हैं, ऐसा नहीं पूछने का, नहीं. Icebreaker is to bring them to the mood, from a different mood to a common platform. So that is the icebreaker. It is nothing to do with philosophy, nothing to do with Bhakti Vrksha. Something unique, something different. It can be anything. You can create your own icebreaker question. So that he comes to this mood. He comes out of his routine. Then people, no one will condemn. He said, no, Prabhu, you are wrong, you are right. He has says answer, next, aap bolo. Aapka kya hai? Somebody will say, I lost $1 million. Ha, Prabhu, so nice. You can use that money for Krishna's service. So next person, Prabhu, मेरे को अच्छा नौकरी चाहिए. हाँ प्रभु, बढ़िया. अच्छा नौकरी मिलेगा तो आप शांति रहता है, and you can conduct more programs. मेरे को बड़ा घर चाहिए प्रभु. ठीक है प्रभु, घर, you can conduct more programs. So just supplement it, encourage him, encourage everybody to, otherwise they will feel shy. To bring them out from that mood, just any icebreaker question. That is purposeful. Hope I could answer that.
Yes, Prabhu. Understood, clearly understood, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu.
Any other questions, please?
हरे कृष्णा. अगर किसी को हिंदी में प्रश्न पूछना है तो पूछ सकते हैं. प्रभु जी बहुत
हाँ,
अच्छी
प्रभु.
हिंदी भी जानते हैं.
मैं कोशिश करेगा. हिंदी मेरा
Thank you,
उतना
प्रभु.
शुद्ध नहीं है, लेकिन मैं कोशिश करूँ.
हिंदी वाले
प्रभु जी,
भक्तों को
प्रणाम प्रभु.
बताइए. हरि बोल.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी, धन्यवाद, प्रणाम.
प्रणाम प्रभु. हरे कृष्णा.
Sorry प्रभु जी, I am driving, I cannot able to on the video, very sorry.
हाँ, no problem.
Prabhuji, this see a BVGSL, we need to focus on systematically study Prabhupada books. Could you please elaborate further, Prabhu, how to make it in a day, like how as a GSL we can plan our time?
Oh, actually, Krishna Desh is the best forum, platform. I experienced that. Sambandha Abhidaya
Yeah.
Prayojana. Very beautiful concept was developed by Krishna Desh. Systematically bring all those who are taking shelter, what are the books they have to complete, bring all of them at one forum, complete all these books.
Yeah.
It is very important that a Bhakti Vrksha leader, it is not that he should become a philosopher. He should
Yeah.
become a gnani. The idea of studying, not reading, studying Srila Prabhupada books is to understand Srila Prabhupada's mood
Okay.
of preaching. Because don't forget, we represent Srila Prabhupada. We represent Srila Prabhupada movement. If something wrong or something which is not right way we are doing, that actually impacts Srila Prabhupada movement. It impacts Srila Prabhupada. Hey, ISKCON look to aisi hai. So we should make ourselves as a role model. Study
Yeah.
Srila Prabhupada books critically. When I say systematically, it all depends on your time. But every day you must make sure to read Srila Prabhupada books. At least one verse, one page, one chapter, whatever is possible, depending on your time. Somebody may say, Prabhu मेरे को नहीं मिलता है. Time तो है प्रभु. हर व्यक्ति के पास 24 घंटा है. 24 घंटे में हम, we know very well, few of us, 2-3 घंटे तो ऐसे निकल जाते हैं फालतू में. We have to see where actually I'm misusing the time. मैं समय का किधर गलत इस्तेमाल कर रहा हूँ. मेरे को पता है, किसी को और किसी को पता नहीं होगा. I myself will know 100% sure that I can, no one in this world can say that मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है. Definitely we can take out some time or other. फालतू में इतना सारा टाइम निकल जाता है. थोड़ा तो निकल सकता है, थोड़ा समय तो निकाल सकते हैं. 10 मिनट 15 मिनट इतना तो निकलता है. तो डिपेंड्स ऑन आवर, this one start with one sloka, one page, one chapter, whatever is best possible, but make a practice systematically read. When I say systematically, it is not a novel reading. Systematically, always very important that we must have a book next to us whenever we read, whenever you attend Bhagavatam class, any class for that matter we attend, we must always carry this book. Always I insist in my class, we are not Parishit Maharaj. Just by sitting and listening, we understood everything and we remember. No, we must always carry this book wherever we go. It helps, whatever we write helps us in, when we are traveling, for example, when sitting in the car or when we are somewhere sitting alone, always carry this book. This is a weapon. Just start going through whatever we write, the important points what we studied. So this is a very important practice. After 5 years or 6 years, you will see in your bookshelf, there are so many diaries. We get diaries every year. Make it a point. Mayapur diary, get Mayapur diary, Vrindavan diary. Start writing whatever you read, whatever you hear, start writing. That helps. So it's very important. If we say that Prabhu पढ़िए, लेकिन हम नहीं पढ़ रहे हैं, ये किधर का न्याय है? We expect our Bhakti Vrksha members to study. Oh, Prabhupada books नहीं पढ़ रहे हैं प्रभु, आप कैसे? But what are we doing? तो समय तो निकालना ही पड़ेगा प्रभु. थोड़ा तो समय तो मिलता है. इतना टाइम मैनेजमेंट तो करना है. टाइम मैनेजमेंट दूसरा अलग सेमिनार है. That I took for KY of children when I was in Krishna Katha Desh. So time management is very important for Vrksha leaders. We can take out at least another 10 to 15% time we can easily take out and do more creative works. Okay, bro?
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Thank you.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी, धन्यवाद, प्रणाम.
प्रणाम नहीं प्रभु. हरे कृष्णा.
प्रभु जी, can you give some tips or advice how to follow all this style for online DOT? If we are conducting any online Bhakti Vrksha, then how to implement and follow?
Prabhu, we can do everything except prasadam. Everything is there. all these steps will be there even online, offline, except prasadam. तो उसमें कुछ there is no magic, no miracle, no any specialty. So whether it is online class or offline class, whatever we discuss, जो भी हम डिस्कस किया है, सारे पॉइंट्स, सारे स्टेप्स इसमें शामिल होता है. तो कुछ फर्क नहीं है प्रभु. If you go through, I can share this presentation. Already this presentation is there in KKD website, but there's slight changes I made. I can share this to Shivanath Prabhu. So Prabhu can share it with others, or he can upload. Prabhu, you can delete the old one. It is there. I remember this was uploaded. So you can delete the old one and add this, because this is more refined. तो देखिए सारे पॉइंट्स, अब फिर एक बार देखिए. तो सारे पॉइंट्स जो भी हम डिस्कस किया है, ये ऑनलाइन और ऑफलाइन दोनों में कुछ फर्क नहीं.
ओके प्रभु जी. ओके, थैंक यू प्रभु जी.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी, धन्यवाद, प्रणाम.
हरे कृष्णा. धन्यवाद, प्रणाम.
प्रभु जी एक क्वेश्चन मेरा छोटा सा ये था कि ये अगर सारे स्टेप्स हम भक्ति भिक्षा के फॉलो करते हैं तो इट टेक्स मिनिमम 1.5 hour ऑलमोस्ट, और below 1 hour it's not possible, I believe, for 1 week. So
sorry to interrupt.
yes sir.
Which steps you are talking about?
भक्ति भिक्षा के जो भी आपने 6 स्टेप्स बताए, जो
हाँ।
पहले भी हम लोग फॉलो करते रहे इसको, तो इसमें टाइम जो है वो 1 घंटा से ज्यादा ही लगता है हमेशा।
नहीं होता है प्रभु, बिकॉज प्रैक्टिकली हम डेमोन्स्ट्रेट करके दिखाया।
yes, sir.
जब संकीर्तन प्रभु मेरे को जो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी दिया था 2010 11 मेरे को याद नहीं है, लेकिन वो टाइम पे हम हर चक्र को जाके महाचक्र को जाके डेमोन्स्ट्रेट करके दिखाया कि 1 घंटा 15 मिनट में पूरा खत्म होता है। 1 hour 15 minutes, all the angas, all these steps will be completed. Nothing, it all depends. Because क्या प्रॉब्लम क्या होता है प्रभु भाई, जब ट्रेनिंग स्टेशन के लिए जा रहा था हर चक्र महाचक्र को, मैं नोटिस किया इनिशियली कि थोड़े जो भक्ति लीडर्स थे वो बैठ के लेक्चर दे रहे थे, तो अभी वो भक्ति मेंबर्स को पार्टिसिपेट करने का मौका ही नहीं मिलता है। मैं बोला प्रभु ये भागवतम क्लास नहीं है, बैठ के लेक्चर नहीं देने का है। तो आप एक्चुअली आपका जो मुंह खोलने का है ना, खाली 5% होना चाहिए, बाकी पूरा भक्ति मेंबर्स को मौका दीजिए बात करने का। बिकॉज द होल सक्सेस ऑफ भक्ति इज पार्टिसिपेशन। As I said, we are not, when we do this steps, Prabhu, I guarantee, because this is not this seminar what I told, this is not out of a theoretical seminar. This practically we demonstrated, we implemented, it was successful, then we made this. This was made under guidance of Sankirtan Prabhu. We did the whole thing in KKD and it worked. But sometimes the discussion may drag. That carefully Bhakti leader must ensure that discussion is limited to the question. Otherwise, sometimes the discussion may go to some other topic. They talk about Amitabh Bachchan and this, he did like this, Ambani and all these things, and Narendra Modi, ये सब इसमें घुस जाते हैं। ये केयरफुली अवॉइड करना है भक्ति लीडर, दैट इज हिज टैलेंट। तो हर प्रोग्राम, हर स्टेप का एक प्रिस्क्राइब टाइम लिमिट होता है, उसके हिसाब से लेना चाहिए।
मेरा क्वेश्चन एक्चुअली थोड़ा डिफरेंट था
गाइड कंट्रोल। सॉरी प्रभु,
सॉरी क्षमा करिएगा प्रभु जी। मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था कि आपने कहा 1 hour 15 minute ऑलमोस्ट लगता है ना टोटल स्टेप्स फॉलो करने में। ओके, सो मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था, सम टाइम वी गो टू बैचलर accommodations and they have very limited time. I think sometime we cannot take more than 45 minutes also.
Take 2 weeks.
We did this also. Yes, that's what my question. Is it suggested to split in 2 weeks?
ये okay? This is not a hard and fast rule that एक ही हफ्ते में खत्म करना अच्छा है। As per the standard, एक हफ्ता, हर हफ्ता एक मॉड्यूल का एक एडिफिकेशन खत्म करते गए तो अब 64 वीक्स में खत्म हो जाता है। बट टाइम प्लेस एंड सर्कमस्टेंस, जैसा आप बताया कि ये भी मैं एक्सपीरियंस किया, जब इंडस्ट्रियल एरिया डिवोटीज को तकलीफ होता है तो आधा घंटे से ज्यादा टाइम नहीं दे सकते वो।
ऐसा होता है।
लेकिन ये ध्यान में रखिए कि सारे अंग, भक्ति वृक्षा का जो अंग है वो किसी अंग स्किप नहीं करने का। चाहिए तो 2 हफ्ते लीजिए, लेकिन स्किप करके आइस ब्रेकर स्किप करो, कीर्तन स्किप करो, एडुकेशन करो, क्वेश्चंस पूछो, प्रसाद करो, बस एक ही अंग हो गया, दो अंग गया, नहीं, सक्सेस नहीं होगा। बिकॉज दिस इज साइंटिफिकली मेड इन सच ए वे दैट आप हर अंग का जो परफेक्टली करते रहे तो रिजल्ट पक्का आएगा। तो 2 हफ्ते मुश्किल नहीं। दिस इज टाइम प्लेस इन, बट ये ऐसा रूल नहीं है कि हर व्यक्ति 2 हफ्ता लेने का, नहीं, ऐसा नहीं। डिपेंड्स ऑन सिचुएशन, वी कैन बी फ्लेक्सिबल।
ओके ब्रो जी, थैंक यू, हरि बोल।
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Pranam.
Yeah,
Prabhuji is
Dandat Pranam, Prabhu. How are you?
Sanatan
Fine,
Dham.
Prabhu. Yeah, actually, I'm practicing, Prabhu. Every day is, I went to the office, first to open the computer. First, I read one sloka for Bhagavad Gita, finish that one, after only start for my work. This is I practicing for so many years. And one more thing, how to chanting, concentration on chanting. Now is the Prabhupada chanting is there 4 round, 8 round and 10 round and 32 round, 64 round like that. If anybody have the now is the internet is there, mobile, everybody have all everything. Same that one, you can on it, you can listen, very good concentration about our chanting. That's why I'm before 6 o'clock, I'm finished 16 rounds because I'm walking. Same I'm chanting, but because Saudi is a very restriction, no? That is the reason. You can practice everybody this way, very good progress. And also, this is only Prabhu. And just only
Thank
I'm
you, Prabhu.
sharing this one. And one more thing, if you want to, other people is the morning is Mangala Harati coming from Mayapur. Our time is 4:30. You can upload that video. That one you can see the Mangala Harati, Prabhupada too until the Tulsi Devi Arati. You can concentration. You can see the on TV. You can chant also. Very good concentration. You are blissful like that. You are getting more energy. I am also
Oh,
practicing, Prabhu.
now it is everything is all on internet. Even within the chakras also, I see like for example, Ritu Chakra, we are organizing a chanting session morning, followed by 10 minutes Bhagavatam class. So likewise, we have to be more innovative. Try to engage other members, involve your Bhakti Vrksha members. Make sure that they are at least 2 rounds, 3 rounds. They're chanting in Brahma Muhurta time. So and here. Some 10 minutes Bhagavatam class. So Ritu Chakra is doing it is very successful for last so many years. So likewise,
Yes,
there are so
Prabhu.
many things available on internet. But only thing is we need to make proper use of things. Srinath Prabhu, I think,
Yes, Prabhu.
yeah.
Class.
Srinath Prabhu, I think it is a lot of time. I don't know.
Yeah, this is a very good practice, Prabhu, and very good concentration also. Everybody can practice is a very good chanting as well as reading also. Just take only the 3 to 4 minutes only every day once you reach the office. Maximum 5 minutes. The big sloka is there, that purport and that one is
that
only.
is that may not that is okay. You are at least trying to do, but try to properly sit and study at home before going to office or coming back from office also, because that itself is not enough, because that will become only reading. You may not because you may have a lot of disturbance in the office. So okay to continue that, but that alone is not enough, because it may take ages for you to complete a whole.
Yeah, same thing I given to here in two devotees. He is practicing Prabhu. He is going time also listening. His car driving also is listening for our chanting for
The thing is
Bhagat.
that's okay. Car driving time you can put Prabhupada the lecture or chanting. That's fine.
Okay,
Srinath
Prabhu.
Prabhu, if there is no other questions, we can already it's
Hare
almost
Krishna.
9.
Yeah, thank you very much, Roji. I think 1 hour ahead from KKD. So their timing will be 1 hour more. Thank you for enlightening us. So
Thank you, Prabhu.
we should have determination and DB as it is. Means we should use all 6 Sangha like Vyuha, seminar, certificate. And what are the obstacle coming in the last slide he told, and solution also Prabhuji told. So we'll try to follow it, and I will try to whatever recording is there, people are asking, that I'll give to CP. They can show also. And again, when opportunity comes, I will invite again Prabhuji for question answer, anything. We can use his experience. He is a great asset for us. So now we will end with this.
Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo namo namaः.
Om
Namo
Prabhu.
Vaishnavi ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Om Premanand.
Thank you very much. All
Thank you,
thank you,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
Thanks for inviting me.
Hare
Thank you very much,
Krishna.
all the devotees, for patiently tolerating me. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.